Okay, this is learning objective 2. Describe the traditional 4-part AIDA strategy for creating successful persuasive messages and applying these 4 elements. So, AIDA is an indirect strategy and appears to contain separate steps. Successful persuasive messages actually blend the 4 steps into a seamless whole. Okay, regardless of where they're placed, the key elements are gaining your audience's attention, building interest by convincing your audience that your proposal is worthy, eliciting the desire for the offer, and reducing assistance, and promoting action. So attention is summary of the problem, unexpected statement, reader benefit, what's it in for them, complement, related facts, stimulating the question, interest, facts and figures, expert opinions, so Dr. So-and-so said this, examples, specific details, direct and indirect benefits. Then you've created a desire, so that reduces resistance. You're anticipating objections. You offer counter arguments. Use what-if scenarios and demonstrate competence and show value. Then the action is describe the specific request, sound confident, make action easy, offer an incentive or a gift, don't provide excuses, and repeat the main benefits. Okay, so here is, we're not going to go over each of these because you can read them, but I want to talk to you just briefly. Problem description. Last month, legal division staff members were forced to work 120 hours, costing us $6,000 and causing considerable employee unhappiness. Unexpected statement, men and women draw the line at decidedly different places in identifying what behavior constitutes sexual harassment. Reader benefit. In a letter promoting ClearCard, a service that helps employees make credit card purchases without paying interest. In other words, what is in it? So it's saying that the ClearCard changes 0% interest because there's so much interest in late fees. Compliment says we admire your success and value in your managerial expertise. Related facts, a recent study revealed that employers pay an average of $16,500 each time an employee is in a traffic accident. So this is for executives that are considering restricting cell phone use. In a plea for funds, what do golden tortoises, bark spiders, flounders, and Arctic foxes have in common? If you're a naturalist, that would definitely get your attention. So this is sustainability and outdoor outfitter to make a required 135 liters of water, enough to meet the daily needs of 45 people. So to build interest, you can build interest by oh well, it's not going to do it. Interest and conviction by using facts and statistics, examples, expert opinion, specific details, direct benefits and indirect benefits. And this is about feed a cookie to the monster. Customer loyalty software. So I have to break it down into small bits, into small steps. Yes, feed the monster cookie approach coaxes people to buy into a new idea with little nibbles. Eliciting desire and reducing resistance. So how will the receiver object to the request? What if scenarios? Try to convince management employees cafeteria to switch. What if they argue? What if they contend? So you kind of have to do the what if. You counter resistance and prompting desire in the receiver is important. Another factor that reduces resistance and elicits desire is credibility. Now you want them to do some kind of action. After you get their attention, you build interest, you elicit desire, and reduce the resistance. You want to inspire the newly receptive audience to act. You want them to do something. Okay? Because you've built them up. Now it's time. Compare the following persuasive email closings recommending training seminars. Okay? This one is too general. I kind of think of this sometimes, as you know. This is just too general. We are certain we could develop a series of training sessions that will improve communication. Okay? If you agree our training proposal has merit, perhaps we could begin the series in June. Too pushy. Because we're convinced that you want to begin improving the skills of your employees immediately, we have scheduled your series. You will see decided improvement in the communication skills of your employees. Please call me by May 1st to give me your approval so that training sessions may start in June. It's not say if you approve. You're assuming that they're going to approve. They're going to give you your approval, but you give them a deadline, you give them a phone number, and tell them you got to do it in June, so we have to have it May 1st. Specific, easy to follow action includes a deadline and a reason for the date. So, persuasive request is pre-writing, drafting, and revising. You've seen this display before. And here's an example. Gains attention, builds interest, elicits desires, anticipate and counters resistance. So this would be good to use. Now, you need to be an ethical persuader. Only when he or she is believable. If receivers suspect that they are being manipulated or misled, if they find any part of the argument untruthful, it all goes away. Persuasion becomes unethical when facts are distorted, overlooked, or manipulated. Such distortion and twisting of the meaning is called doublespeak. Persuaders naturally want to put forth their strongest case. However, that argument must be based in truth, objectivity, and fairness. And you can read in blogs and tweets and online posts about businesses resorting to being aggressive, manipulation, or just outright lying. Federal Trade Commission recently stepped in to prevent 5 car dealers from falsely promising to pay off consumers' trade-in vehicles no matter how much the consumer still owed on their automobiles, just to get them to buy their car. Writing persuasive requests. Persuading someone to do something that largely benefits you may not be the easiest task. Professionals sometimes feel obligated to contribute their time or expertise to give back, often though businesses and individuals comply because they see that others will benefit. Okay, so in figure, techniques are effective in persuasion is establish credibility, make a reasonable, precise request, tying the facts to benefits, and then eliciting a desire while overcoming resistance. In the way you write persuasive claims, we talked about claims before in Chapter 8. Developing a logical, persuasive argument using a moderate tone. And then effective complaints deliver complaints, as their name suggests. Complaints deliver bad news. Some complaint messages just vent anger. And then here's an example coming up about how her email follows a persuasive pattern as she seeks credit for 2 voice-over internet protocol systems. She's quite upset because her company was counting on these new internet systems to reduce its phone bills. So here's the letter for you to look at. Compliment, keeps tone objective, provides identifying data, explains why the claim is valid, and suggests responsibility, expresses disappointment, and tells what action she liked. And here it breaks it down. Here's a checklist using the AIDA strategy. Rewrite, gain attention, build your interest, elicit desire, motivate the action. And so this is learning objective 4. So I'm going to stop here for 3. Okay.